Whew, this is gonna be a very tough video for me. First pimple was not the problem. This was a battle I never signed up for. It made me so overwhelmed in front of people. My confidence was fully broken. Whew. One person who's struggling with acne who sees this video and is able to feel that for me and I can make their day better, I'm very happy. Welcome back to my channel, Mind Positive Store, where we talk a lot about mental health, self-love, self-discovery and becoming the best version of ourselves. Girls, are you ready? This is gonna be a very transformative video. I'm gonna share what personally happened to me. You're gonna see me very vulnerable, you're gonna see me maybe even cry, but let's try not to, okay? This is gonna be a brand new series for July where each Saturday you and I are gonna sit down and talk about a lot of things we usually don't. We try to push them under the rug, but not in this channel. The Becoming Beauty Project, because beauty is something we become and not wear. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. This is a very famous quote, but what I want you to know is beauty is actually within you. It's you becoming your beautiful self, you becoming your best self, so you can radiate the beauty, feel confident in yourself and show it to people. It's all about real conversations in this series. So get ready for a very real and transformative videos in this month. Okay. As usual, you know the drill. Here are the video chapters. You can also find them in the description. I know already that I'm going to talk a lot in this video. So if you want to skip to the good parts, you can. I wouldn't mind. For the Becoming Beauty Project, today's video is all about acne and skin insecurities that I faced. And I'm pretty sure you guys are also facing. Either it's acne or dark circles, pigmentation, the way you look, your body fat, your hair, anything. Us girls put ourselves in a lot of pressure, in a lot of comparison, in a lot of competition within ourselves that it really bothers us. It really puts us in a very negative state of mind. And believe me or not, it can be very harmful for you. Let me tell you, this video is going to give you confidence to understand, to acknowledge your true self. So let's get started. Chapter 1, the first pimple wasn't the problem. So my personal skin journey has been a roller coaster, maybe after the wedding. In my teenage, I had zero acne. I had the most clear skin and I was very skinny as well back then. I had real problems with eating. I had some sort of a eating disorder, I think. I don't know. I never got diagnosed. So I just survived through that phase. So that was the first half. Very clear skin. I had okay hair and a very thin body. Until I was in college, I think third year I want to say, I had this major insecurity in my body. I was super flat, okay? In the front and in the back, I was very flat. But I was getting attention from guys. I also got a lot of comments about my flat body. It was not really affecting me, but slowly it caught me. Funny comments from friends, from boys, or people who relatives. All these things started catching up, and I really felt very insecure that my body is not good enough. I have to work out. But that was also a phase where I was really underconfident with what I wear. That phase of my life, I was going through a lot, discovering my body, discovering what I would like to wear, what looks good on me. But all this discovery was only going to the drain, okay? Skin again was doing great, and cut to me starting to work. Again, things were fine. That's when I started gaining weight. I don't know how it magically happened, because until then also I was not doing something crazy. I never went to gym all this while, and I was just being casual. I think it was the sedentary life that the work gives you, right? You have to sit down and work for several hours. That phase of my life, I was very confident, and I was putting all that confidence in the way I looked. My skin was great, my hair was great, my body looked exactly how I wanted it to look. My wedding happened. During the wedding time again, I looked my best. My engagement photos are my favorite kind of photos and looks that I've created on me. All this time I've upgraded the way I dress up, upgraded the way I put makeup on. I learned makeup. Like eventually I found this love for makeup. I think when I started working, I had some money and I invested some money in buying makeup for myself. So all this while the progression was like super great. I was very happy in the way I was, going up, and marriage happened. I don't know, girls, I want you to comment down below if this has happened to you. Do you feel you got a little more chubby after getting married? I don't know what is it. Like, I also tried to search in the internet. It says maybe because you're like very happy and you're very satisfied in life, so you tend to put on some weight. That's just healthy, happy, love weight. I don't know. I started gaining a lot of weight, which I didn't like, and eventually I started dieting. I went to the gym. I was exposed to a lot of stuffs because we moved to Bangalore. From Chennai to Bangalore is a huge difference in terms of water, the food intake, in terms of air quality, in terms of the life we have here. It was a huge change for me. All this being added, my skin started going downhill. I think I specifically remember this. It was somewhere in 2023, and I think the first time I noticed acne on my face was around August, September of 2023. So I was really bad, okay? Very bad phase of my life, my worst phase of my life during 2023. The whole year was very bad, but the first half of the year until like June, July was the worst. There was so much happening at home. My work was also not going so well. I didn't have any friends to share my sorrow with. Like, it was all over hitting me, and my health worse. I developed thyroid, I developed ulcer, I had an appendix pain. It was just hell during that time. I had so many scans taken. I had to rush to the emergency hospital at least like 3 to 4 times that whole year. It was a nightmare for me and Benjamin. Thank God that guy took care of me, made sure I was okay, and I somehow came out of that zone. But that's when my whole life took a 360 and my skin started showing that on me. Specifically, remember, I took a shower and I'm coming out and I'm looking at myself at the mirror and I started crying. I can vividly remember. I am a person who puts a lot of pressure on physical appearance. Used to, okay? Not now, but used to. And when I looked at myself in the mirror, when I saw my face was literally covered with acne, like both my cheeks, because I think it was slowly adding up, but I didn't realize. You were busy at work. There's so much other things happening at home that I didn't have time to actually look at myself. And one day when I did, it just crashed me. And from that time to the end of the year, or even beginning of 2024, I was obsessed with my skin. Because I was worrying and I was putting a lot of pressure on me, it only got worse from there. I was really going through a very bad acne phase. I went to several doctors. It was overall like a very terrible place for me to be at. I still can't believe the nights I had. I still can't, okay. Chapter 2, the battle I never signed up for. I've collected myself and hopefully I can stay put for the rest of the video. But once I started noticing this, I started taking actions to make sure my skin gets better, and overall my body was also not in the best shape. So I wanted to do things so I can feel healthy again. Now, first response, comment down below if this has happened to you. First response is to get to a doctor. You're like, okay, maybe it's the makeup I wear, it's the skincare I wear, it's all the things that I put on my face. Maybe that's wrong. Okay, let me put more stuffs. Maybe niacinamide is not working. I should get to salicylic acid. Oh, salicylic acid is not working. Let's go to tretinoid. Oh, tretinoid is like taking a long time to show results. Should I take oral tablets? This is exactly all of us go through. I know this because it's not just me. I have spoken to so many people. They also spiral around this. But the point, girls, is once you stop all this, stop this rat race, collect yourself and understand it's what's going inside of you. It's your mental health. It's the food that you eat. It's the people that you surround yourself with. It's all these tiny, tiny things which often gets completely blindsided is more important than niacinamide, salicylic acid, benzyl peroxide, and chemical peel and all that. So I realized that pretty late. So I went through the whole circle of going to different dermatologists, spent at least 50,000 rupees on my face. I can't believe this. You know what? For me to step out of the door, I had to put a lot of makeup on because my confidence was fully gone. And one fine day, I just put an end to all this. This was around February 2024, where I decided I am not part of this BS and I have to get myself out of there. I took a lot of measures to make sure I put myself in a better place. I started eating healthy, starting my yoga journey. I did yoga every single day, started going on walks, started minimizing the amount of makeup I put. Just got a simple face cleanser, a moisturizer and a sunscreen, that's all. And finally things started changing. I surrounded myself with the right kind of people. I went on different yoga classes. I signed myself up for an aerial yoga workshop, so I was busy and things were getting better at work. I got a promotion within I think 2 to 3 months from there. Everything was getting back to its place, okay, and things were going great. And slowly but steadily, but in 5 months my skin was all cleared. I did have a little bit of dark spots here and there. It was too little and I could totally manage that. At this point of time when I'm recording this video, I still get acne. It's a very normal thing, okay? First understand that getting acne during your menstrual cycle, when you're hormonal, as a woman or as even a man, it's very normal. It all connects back to what goes into your tummy, what goes into your mind, how are you doing. Chapter 3, what actually healed me. Now this chapter I'm going to talk about a pillar of support or the major transformative change that helped me to become who I am today. This is a turning point from self-obsession to self-compassion. Now here are a few mindset and emotional healing angles I deliberately pushed myself into doing through various other techniques. I'll tell you that, but let's get started with these angles, and I 100% am sure this will be very relatable for you, and this is exactly what I want you to hear in this hour. First one, I stopped chasing clear skin as it's the finish line. During all this time, my battle was, okay, let me cut down this, let me do this, let me do this. So the finish line or the end target is to get a clear skin. Then I realized I'm not going to get a clear skin from 2024 to 2025 July right now when I'm recording this. I still don't have clear skin, and that's completely okay. The point is, healing is not gonna look linear. Your skin can fluctuate, your self-worth can fluctuate, your moods can fluctuate, the way you perform, the way you show up, all this can fluctuate. Second point, I started treating myself like someone I loved. I would punish myself, or I would have such negative angle towards the way I look. But no, we are going to talk to ourselves very kindly with a lot of self-compassion. That makes a huge difference. I created rituals instead of routines. You all have a morning skincare routine, a night skincare routine, but I see it as a ritual. So it starts off with lighting a candle or playing a good music. In the background, I also watch some really cozy vlogs I want to see, or just putting a mask and maybe journaling. I try to do things that can actually help me at the same time I enjoy doing. These small changes actually makes the whole concept of skincare a little bit more calmer, and you would look forward to do that for you. Fourth point is I questioned thoughts over breakouts. So each time I get a new breakout, I go into the spiraling. Oh my god, what is this? How did this happen? What did I do? Did I drink milk? Or was it the extra donut I had yesterday? No, I stopped doing all that, and recently I've started thinking, would I think I'm beautiful if someone told me acne was not ugly and acne was like an accessory for you? Or would I want my face or my external appearance to be the most attractive thing in me? So these kind of deep journaling prompts really help me understand my true value sits way beyond this external, appearance. Last one is I started tracking my mood, my mental health, not just for my skin, for my overall development. So I started using my Better Than Yesterday Daily Planner Come Journal religiously to add in what's happening in my mood. How am I feeling today? There's so many journaling prompts within the planner that help me do, and there's a section where you can actually write your own thoughts as well. So it's a good balance between guided and non-guided journaling. So tracking your mental health or even your mood in a day will totally help. The biggest healing shift was not a brand new product I added to my skincare. It was when I started to be more gentle with myself. My acne didn't disappear overnight, but my self-loathing feeling definitely did. We are in the last chapter, what beauty means to me now. My perspective has changed. I am so happy and grateful, and trust me, with doing all these changes of rewiring my brain, my mindset has changed, my diet has changed, people around me have changed, my standards for myself has changed. That changed my skin too. I don't know if you guys can see, touch wood, things are getting better from here. I still get acne, but I'm totally fine with it. I don't push myself too hard to look in a certain way. I'm very, very happy and grateful for what God has given me as a vessel to use in this world. Beauty isn't how you look. It's how you feel about yourself when no one is watching you. Beauty is presence. It's in your body, this very moment, without no judgments. Beauty is when your inner voice starts sounding like your soul best friend, not your worst critique. Beauty is showing up with your acne, with your bare face, with your frizzy hair, with your eye bags, your inflamed body, whatever it is, and still feeling you are true to yourself, you are confident in yourself, you know you got this. Your self-worth, girl, is beyond anything. No one, no comment on social media, no guy or your relatives or your friends can shake that in you. I used to chase beauty like it was something outside of me. Now I know it's something I become. Every time I choose to love myself a little extra. This journey has been truly meaningful, truly testimonial and transformative in my life, and I know each one of you would have something like this to share as well. It can't be in a YouTube video, but it can definitely be in comment section. So hop on to the comment section and share your story with me, because we are in this community, girl. Lifting up each other is what we truly believe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thoroughly did. I'm so excited for the next week's video as well. So if you have any suggestions for the Becoming Beauty project, please pop them down in the comment section. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, stay tuned for new videos every single Saturday. Until next time, take care, love you, bye bye.